What up, LC heads? I figured on this rainy day, while I made chicken soup, we would go over the paid gear that has dropped in the Part 1 Persona collab. So here we have the winner of the bunch, the one I'm not going to be getting. This is Morgana's, well, what is it? Her little face mask that doesn't come off. Wait, what does it say? Oh, during intense moments, it doesn't slip off. So, God forbid anybody would find out she's a cat. Why would you even need a disguise? I don't know. I would just think that as soon as someone saw a talking cat, they'd be like, yeah, that's her. Okay, so this thing, 6-star item, but really, is it? Okay, we have almost 60 strength on it, 58. We have 41 intelligence. Cool, so it'll make her hit a little harder. And 62 mind. That we can't forget that. That is the highest stat on this item, is the mind. So here's the thing. She already has a freakish mind, right? Like, yeah, 62 more is going to be nice, but she already has a freakish mind. She's going to be surviving magic like it ain't no thing, which is another reason why I think she's a cool healer. Chance for special to deal crits and continuous metis effect. Again, the metis, I believe, is a mind buff. And chance for special to deal crits. Well, how much damage do you really want to get out of her special? I don't see crits. I mean, it's not like her special does anything else but some more damage. And the way that I'm looking at it, so much of her damage is coming from her S1 and her S3 that for me, I think that's going to be the preferred method. And I can also boost this character greatly at the cost of sacrificing her special, meaning that I'm going to charge her special up and I'm never going to use it. I'm going to let the special sit there charged, and I'm going to get 30% more to my strength. And I think there's another one you can get too, where when your special's full, you're banking off of it somehow. And then just her kit is just going to do more. I'll concentrate on something like that. Really, the S4 is cool to look at. It's cartoony. It doesn't like have any sort of status or anything built in where there's really any good reason to want to spam the shit out of it all the time. I could see if it actually had some kind of effect on it. It doesn't appear to, though. It's just something cartoony and goofy that'll add to her damage a little bit. So I have no problem not getting this accessory. It's still a great statted accessory. Like, if you have the coins, sure, you know, by all means get it. It's still great stats, but I don't see it bringing as much as her other item. Her other item is a weapon, and that thing has like 400 stat on it. Or actually, you know what, that might be Joker's knife. Regardless, we'll look at the other ones. I think her other item is actually worth it for her. If you had to choose between one, I think you would choose her weapon over this, right? Because you're giving up some mind, really. You know, everything else you're probably going to be able to replace with just any accessory. But you're giving up the chance for her special to deal crits. How much is that really going to be worth it to her compared to what her other gear does? And we will just we'll go ahead and look right at the characters because they are rocking this gear. So her other piece of gear is this, the slingshot. 204 attack, 128 intelligence. So we're at 332 already. And then some mind at 63. So we're at almost 400 stat. We're at 395, if my math skills did not fail me from 4th grade. So good stats on it, but really it's all about the critical damage plus 20%. So every single crit that you do is going to be 20% more damage. That right there I mean, there's good synergy between that and the accessory, because then your special can do crits too, and your special, when it crits, it'll do 20% more for those crits, right? But if you had to choose one, I would go with crit damage plus 20% all the time. And then crit damage cap plus 2,000. That's useful all the time as well, because she's going to be critting all the time, right? When physically attacking, cut enemies' defense 10% and deal damage. So she's even getting to get around some of her opponent's defense with this. This is clearly, oh yeah, and it's earth element too. This is clearly the weapon to go with for her, or the item to go with for her. You know, if you get to have that choice. I did 4 pulls I didn't have to do just to get enough coins to get the slingshot for her. I just feel like it adds so much more damage to her as a character. Just 20% more damage to crits all the time. And the damage cap is just really awesome. I think she'll function just fine without her other item. So that's what I have to say about her. Now, the reason I had to do a few more pulls just to get that item is because obviously for Joker, we did get both of his items. We have the Rebel Knife, 218, 153, 368, 69, 70, 71. So we're at 371 plus the defense and the mind. The 100. Yeah, we're at like 410 stat, or I know it's over 400 stat. That's just crazy awesome. It's dark damage, and the trait dark physical attack damage plus 15%. I really would have expected there to be a 10% there instead of the 15. So cool. It's on the strong side. Dark physical attack damage cap 1500, and continuous brave effect. So 15% more damage all the time, 1500 more damage cap, and the continuous brave all the time. So you don't have to worry about brave. It's built in right into this. That's strong. It's got great stats. It has a strong trait. And then we have Joker's Mask. Add bird, creature, insect, fish type to unit, which is important to him. When enemy is in break, SCT recovery speed 50%, continuous aura effect. This is strong too, yo. It's got the 40 attack, 40 intelligence, 40 everything, and 250 hit points. That is an awesome accessory. 160 stat plus 250 hit points. And all of this, adding all those types to him benefits him greatly, specifically to him. And the SCT recovery speed plus 50%, you're going to be able to throw way more of his kit while a boss is broken. That directly plays into a shit ton of damage, pretty much when the boss gets broken. So specifically, if you're going for a break build for this guy where you really want him to shine when the enemy's broken, you might want to prioritize the mask, because it's doing a lot for breaks when your SCT recovers freakishly fast when the boss is broken, and you just get to mash your abilities into a broken boss. Honestly, it's a toss-up on this guy's gear if you have to pick one or the other. The Rebel Knife is just freaking amazing all around. And then we have the Joker's Mask. You can leave me a comment. Let me know which one you would pick over the other one. That is a very, very hard choice to make. I'd be staring at the screen for a long time really thinking about it. If you do have to make that choice, I suggest playing with the character for a while and figuring out which way you want to go with him. If you really want to go for the dedicated breaker type deal, then maybe the mask is for you. But if you're just using him for damage all around, you might just want the knife. It's all up to you. It all depends on what you have on the account too. So I think many more players will go for this gear over Morgana. This was the featured character. I'm sure there's more hype around this character. So yeah, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be paid gear. We'd be able to grind all this out. But it is what it is. So Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. This is the way that I went with it, right? And no, I'm not going to be grinding out the fourth item. I'm happy with what I got. Best of luck to everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Later.